The monster under Connor's bed. Every night at exactly 12:03 a.m., Connor heard it. The faint scratch, scratching from under his bed. At first he thought it was just the house settling or the wind brushing the window, but houses didn't whisper his name. Connor. He pulled the blanket over his head so fast he nearly knocked his pillow off. He held his breath and waited. Silence. The next night, the same thing happened. Scratch. Scratch. Connor. Connor wasn't the kind of kid who scared easily, but this was different. So on the third night, he decided to be brave. He armed himself with a flashlight, a baseball bat, and 2 chocolate chip cookies because everyone knows monsters are more chill when snacks are involved. At 12:03 a.m. sharp, the scratching began. Connor gulped, flipped on the flashlight, and dropped to the floor. He lifted the blanket hanging off the side of the bed and peeked under. Something stared back at him. It had glowing yellow eyes the size of baseballs, fur that looked like it hadn't been brushed since the dinosaur age, and long ears that drooped like soggy noodles. But the monster didn't roar or lunge, it just blinked. Hi, Connor whispered. Are you the one scratching? The monster nodded shyly. Why? The creature squirmed. I get scared at night, it said in a tiny voice. It's dark down here. I was hoping you'd talk to me. Connor blinked. The monster was scared of the dark? Do you want a cookie? He asked. The monster's eyes lit up like fireworks. It scooted forward, grabbed the cookie gently, and nibbled it like a nervous hamster. I'm Muddle, it said between bites. I live under beds. Usually people scream when they see me. Yeah, well, Connor said, sitting cross-legged now. I guess you've never met me. From that night on, Connor and Muddle became midnight friends. Muddle would scratch the floor 3 times as a signal, and Connor would shine his flashlight to let him know it was safe to come out. They'd talk, share snacks, and sometimes Muddle even helped Connor scare away nightmares. Because if there's one thing scarier than a nightmare, it's a furry, noodle-eared monster who's on your team. And every night at 12:03 a.m., Connor didn't hide under the blankets anymore. He smiled, because he knew Muddle was waiting.